When I was a little kid, Blood Beach played on the movie channel all the time, and I desperately wanted to see it, but my parents wouldn't let me. Turns out they were protecting me, not from gratuitous sex and violence, but from mind-numbing boredom. This is basically a story about two lost lovers trying to reconnect, who are mildly distracted by some sort of horrible monster that's living under the beach and devouring people. I'm not kidding, there's barely any monster movie in this monster movie. And finally, when we get to see the thing, it's only up for about 15 seconds before they blow it up. The rest is just pointless talking. For example,
Look, I'm very sorry to have to put you through this, Mrs.
Hench.
Hench. But if you could describe what Mr. Hench was wearing when he left home, you'd help our investigation very much. Okay. How about shoes? We'll start from the ground up. Was he wearing shoes?
Oh, yes. He was wearing his white mesh. They were slip-on casuals with the kind that have the rope. So.
Oh, I know the kind.
And brown socks. The nylon executive type.
Pardon me, ma'am, I'm not familiar with those socks.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're the kind that come up fairly high, so that if you're wearing a suit and you should happen to cross your legs, well, then your leg won't be showing.
Okay, go on.
Blue and red Madras Bermudas, bleeding Madras. They were kind of old, but, they were his favorite pair. They were still in good condition, but you know how with Madras, if after a few washings, the colors kind of start to fade together.
That happens to me. Any jewelry?
Yes, he was wearing a Florentine gold pinky ring. It was kind of like yours, except it wasn't smooth like that, and it had a tiger's eye. And a black-on-black, luminous dial electronic 17-jewel scuba watch with a matching black band. The band with the kind of little holes cut out around it.
Okay, and the shirt?
He was wearing a T-shirt.
Any color?
It was aquamarine.
Aquamarine?
Kind of light blue-green.
Was there a certain pattern to it, or was it just a plain old T-shirt?
It was a plain T-shirt, but it had printing on it. Kind of block letters in 2 rows, bright red. Yeah. It said, need gas, eat beans. He has a good sense of humor.
Sense of humor?
yes, you've just watched a whole scene where Polly from Rocky, playing a beach community detective, gets every single detail about what a victim was wearing from his spouse. It just goes on and on and on and on.
What a movie never